I do not believe that.
Oh, keep going.
I would very, appreciate it if JJ would recognize help from my captain.
Wait, can we see his board before he erases it? Because that is a personal attack on me, and I don't appreciate that.
You see, now that's one thing. When a candidate gets too heated, they tend to lose control. They just
like when you scream
lose
the N-word
control.
at all around campus?
Yeah.
Can we focus on that? Do we
Never
want a
said.
racist, bigot president as representing us? It's
We
2016,
define
folks. We don't need this.
Okay, we're going to have Bailey go with his, and then we'll have Jackson ask his question, and then Jasmine, you're next.
So back on the issue of gun control, when the Second Amendment was created, guns did not have anywhere near the power they have today. I still believe that everyone should be able to own a gun, but I do not believe they should own high power or high magazine guns. And we should also make it very hard for people to get guns. Still make it possible. Everyone has the right to a gun. Just stricter background checks in order to everyone express their right to have it.
Can we define bigot?
Jackson?
What do you think about our issue with mental health? Anyone?
Okay. Mental health issues, go.
We need to be looking at this a lot more, because what we do with mental health is it's a topic brought up when there's a shooting or when we can use it to villainize another person. We need to look at mental health as it's truly something that is a sickness just as much as a disease. And it's beating away at these people's minds. We don't have the proper forums for them to go to and express themselves without them being looked at as crazy or out there. I want to reform the way we look at mental illness.
Now, the topic of mental health is kind of too broad. Would you mind narrowing it down? Because there's a lot of things you talk about with mental health. You're talking about mental health with guns, payment for the asylums, what we're going to do with these people. Wait, what are you asking me?
Okay, so as an individual who could think on their own and understand these topics, I think that mental health is definitely something that we should allow every single individual to be a part of. Instead of having to pay therapists thousands of dollars for a session just to try to make yourself a better person, I think that we should make that open for everyone to become whoever they want inside and out.
I think mental health is definitely a society issue, and I think if everybody was a nicer person, we'd have a happier planet.
I don't think we should treat mental health patients as criminals. I don't think we should treat someone who is violently ill as a criminal. I think we should treat them as someone who needs help. I believe that we should invest much more in assistance for people who have these ailments with their minds. And I don't want this to be like the late 1800s where we just lock someone in a dark room. I don't want this. I want people to be able to get the treatment they need. I want it to be readily available. I would invest in this as president. And on a side note, as this is a Democratic classroom, I move that we remove Jackson's whiteboard.
Okay, I want Jasmine, Keyshawn, Taylor, Lorenzo, Elijah, in that order, ask one candidate a question, what you'd want them. You can ask all of them, but we don't have time. We only got like 5 minutes left.
Can you repeat the order?
So, Jasmine, Keyshawn, Taylor, Lorenzo, Elijah.
Let's see. I will ask JJ this question. Do you think that the U.S. should step away from conflicts in the Middle East?
That's a very it's a very hard thing to look at. We see ourselves as this big superpower and in the right on a lot of things. I feel like unless something is steps so out of hand and they're asking us for personal help, we shouldn't really go in there and impose ourselves. Because that's what we did in Iraq and Iran after the attacks on 9/11. We imposed ourselves on them, and that creates more terrorism than there ever was before that. That's why ISIS is such a big thing right now. It's because we've made ourselves look like such a terrorist to them that they need to find a way to hurt us.
Okay, Keisha.
Emma,
Okay.
what's your take on education? Like, should we keep it the same, or should we do something about it?
For what level? Grade level?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. I think that education is the most valuable thing a person gets in life, and it should be taken very seriously because Americans need to want it to go far in life.
Good. Jill.
Bailey, what's your take on immigration?
I think we should allow more people to come into this country. I know that there's an issue in the Middle East, But the fact is, over the past 4 years, 300,000 Muslim immigrants have come to this country, and only 3 have been potential terrorist threats. So Muslim immigration is not a source of terrorism in this country. We should increase the amount of immigrants we have so we can improve the diversity of this great nation.
Lorenzo.
This one's for Sarah. Are you for the death penalty or against the death penalty?
The death penalty, I am both against and for particular reasons.
Trump answer, please.
She'll
So-
give the answer.
No. For the death penalty, I don't think that we should have people who had minor crimes. So for people who are going to be locked up forever, or people who had murders or assaulted children in any ways, I think that those people should be given the death penalty.
Elijah.
This is for Sarah. On medical marijuana, you said that we need to have restrictions. What are the restrictions that you're thinking of?
So for medical marijuana, I think the only real restriction should be whether or not you have something that you actually need it treated for, not for recreational purposes. That should be.
If I went to my doctor and said I have headaches, would that count? Even if I don't actually get headaches?
It depends how severe. It would have to be it would have to be to the discretion of the medical person giving you that.
Okay.
Emily.
Oh, Emma, what is your take on abortion?
Oh, absolutely 100% for it.
David.
Sarah, what's your take on military spending?
Military spending, currently I don't think it needs to be increased. I think it should be the same. Right now we are one of the top powers, and for our military I don't think it really needs to be changed or increased.
Starting from Emma all the way down, 15-second, why we should vote for you and your thoughts, closing statement on the debate. Go.
I am just an all-around chill, relaxed person.
I'm very rational, and I will do what is absolutely best for this great nation.
Because I'm American.
I'm not a bigot like Bryce. I know what I'm talking about. I'm like Emma.
Can we define
I keep a cool head, unlike JJ, and I give concise answers, and I'm like, fine.
Yes.
I'm running for you, so if you want change, vote for me.
I know my facts, I can elaborate, I'm not going to give you a wishy-washy answer, I'm not going to give you a vague answer. I know what I'm saying, I am loud, I am brash in your face, but I will understand what you're saying, I will do it.
JJ!
There's some good leaders in this room, but none of us can truly bring it to you as strong as I can.
Very nice.